Today I'd like to show you some of the features available to you as a member of Teachers First on your start page. To begin, we need to log in with our email and password. If you've saved it, just go ahead and click log in, and once you have logged in, you'll see these tabs that were not there before when not signed in as a member. The first one is My Start Page, and that's what we're going to take a look at now. So if I click on My Start Page, the very first thing I see is a printable member certificate. I can click on that, it opens in a new tab, and I can easily print this showing that I'm a member of Teachers First and how long I've been a member. Next, as I go down in the first paragraph, you'll see some send home email messages, and I can click on that link to see what these are. These are personalized take-home flyers for parents to help their students. They'll print directly from your browser, and there's several to choose from. There's reading tips for all, reading tips for reluctant readers, elementary homework tips, elementary spelling tips, middle school homework tips, and middle school tips for long-term projects. To use these flyers, just fill in the form, enter your name, your email address, the parent's email address, and I'm going to go ahead and put mine in there. And you can even put your own custom message. And when I click send, it doesn't really send quite yet. It shows me the flyer. So now I can see the flyer. You can see where my name has been added. And at the bottom is where I typed in my personal message. And if I'm ready to send, I just click here to send the message below. And you'll see it says it's been sent. And it'll be in my inbox when I'm ready to see it. If I want to send another one, I can just go here. And again, there's several different choices there for you to do. I want to go back though to my start page and see what else is on there. One thing you'll notice is that there are several results down here, 23 additions, and it says they're recent additions for preferred subjects. And so how these got here is when I became a Teachers First member, I filled out a form like this. I had my name and my email information, receiving updates, but this is where the information came from for these sites that I see. Once I put in areas of interest to me, as far as grade level and subjects, then anytime new sites are added that fit these profiles, they'll show up down here. Makes it very easy instead of searching, for example, looking for new math sites. It tells me right here, these are the latest things that have been added that specifically are things I said I was interested in. And you'll see some of these have notes because I've already added as a favorite and created notes. So once I go through these, it's very easy to look for these and add them as favorites and add tags. And all that information is available in a separate video for you to see how to use those and do that. You can come in here and update your profile at any time. So if you change grade levels, you have a different subject, you can just update your profile, and then this page will change based on your new preferences. The other thing that's available here is your public page. And if I click on this link to add or edit my public page, this is what I get. And your public page is something you can share with others. It's kind of like your own personal website. And you might want to use this for your class, but maybe your school already has a website you create. So maybe you want to create this for a specific group of students. Or maybe you want to do a public page for just a specific unit. You can use it however you like to do it and personalize it how you want. To take a look at what I have now, I just click to view my current page in a new window. And this is what it looks like right now. I've got a little welcome section over here. I've got some announcements, a little bit about me, and you can see what my favorites are. I can look at all my favorites that I've said that are okay to be on my public page, or I can just look at tags. So if I want to look at sites that I have tagged as math, then I can just look at those, and those are the only ones that'll show up. And again, I had to tell this site that I want them to show up on my public page. So I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes when marking a favorite. So you can click here. It shows that my page is active. It has a standard color theme, and I can change it. And I can look and see how it looks in different colors. So maybe I want to see what it looks like in red. And if I like that, then I can go back here and I can change it and say, okay, I'll use red. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep it with standard. And I fill in the boxes my name. I have a title. And I can add a greeting. And it gives me some information here. You don't want to put HTML tags in there, but you can put a web address and it'll add a link. And then you start adding some of the contents. You've got a heading for information 1, and this is where I've added announcements. And you have suggestions. So you can add in here what you would like to do. If I don't put anything, then that just stays blank. And you can put up to 4 of those. We have a couple of add-ons you can put in there. So if you'd like to show a link to dates that matter, you click this box. And if you want Together Read, which is a reading resource on TeachersFirst, you click the box and it will be added in there. So this is how you personalize your page, and you just put in all the information, create an update to make sure your changes are saved, and then I can either edit or view it in a new window. And again, this is what it looks like. And I mentioned, let me go back to my page. I mentioned the tags, where you can see the tags or view all. So I want to show you how to do that. When I save favorites, sites as favorites, they show up here in this little icon right here, my favorites. And I've got 92 things saved as favorites. If I open up the first one, these are self-destruct text notes. And I have saved that, and I can edit it if I'd like to. So if I go and look at this, when I edit it, now I can add a few more tags, I can add notes, but this is the box I want to pay attention to right now. If I want to save that, have that show up on my public page, then that box is checked. And it was already checked, so it shows up. So if I go back to my public page, and view all, then I should see my self-destruct text notes somewhere down here. And looks like I've saved quite a few. There it is. It's the last one I saved. So it shows up under here, under one that I want available on my public page. Now if I uncheck that and submit, now I've saved it that way. If I go back and I refresh my public page, and if I view all of my favorites, it should not show up this time at the very bottom. And it's gone. So that is how you add things that show on this page or not. It's within your favorites that you've saved, and you're checking the box to share on your public page. We have another video telling you how to save and tag favorites, so that's something you might want to look at if you're having trouble understanding how to do this. But this takes you all the way through your start page. Again, in your start page, you have the option of sending home email messages. You can update your profile. You can add or edit your public page, and you can look at your resource tags, and I can see what I have. So if I want to see resources I've tagged for collaboration, I just click on that and I see that I have 13 that I have saved And I can click this here. I can say, I can want all of these to show on my public page, or if I unclick it, then I don't. If I want to see what I've saved for Edge tools, I think there's only one, and there it is. I've saved that as an Edge tool. And also when I go to my start page, I have my personalized list of resources that match what I entered I was interested in on my profile. This is a great way to organize your resources and find new resources as they show up in Teachers First.